Hello, you're welcome to my class. This is a geometry question and it reads, a rectangle is drawn below, not to scale. Angle X is twice as big as Y. Calculate each angle X, Y, and Z. So we're asked to calculate for X, Y, and Z. Okay? Now, if you look at this shape, it is a rectangle. So we are going to be marking the four sides of the rectangle: A, B, C, and D. Now, let's look for X, Y, and Z. If you look at this part of the rectangle where X and Y angles are, you find out that it is a right angle triangle. So we are going to be summing X and Y and equate it to 90 because summation of angles in a rectangle is equal to 90 degrees. So it's equal to 90 degrees. So that we have X plus Y is equal to 90 degrees. But in our question, they said that angle X is twice as big as Y, meaning that X is twice as big as Y. So anywhere we see our X, we are going to be putting 2Y. So we have 2Y plus Y is equal to 90 degrees. 2Y plus Y will give us 3Y. So we have 3Y is equal to 90 degrees. So let's divide both sides by the coefficient of Y. 3 will cancel out 3, so that Y will be equal to 3 here, 1, 3 into 9, 3. Add 3 to this 0, we have Y to be 30 degrees. Now that we know what Y is, that Y is 30 degrees, let's find our X. Now, from the question, they said angle X is twice as big as Y. So X is equal to 2Y. And we already know our Y to be 30 degrees. So we are going to fix it into this equation so that we have 2 times 30, which will be equal to 60 degrees. So this 60 represents our X. So our angle X is 60 degrees. Now we are left with Z. If you look at this triangle Z, you find out that the angles are different. And because the angles are different, you find out that this angle Z is bigger than 90 degrees. And anytime you see an angle that is bigger than 90 degrees in a triangle, that triangle is an obtuse triangle. And when you look at the sides, look at the three sides, you find out that even the three sides are not equal. So you can call this triangle an obtuse scalene triangle. So now let's look for Z. Look at your Y. This angle Y is alternate to this angle here that we don't know. We need to find this angle to be able to find Z. So since angle Y is alternate to this angle here, that means alternate angles are always the same. That means this angle here would equally be 30 degrees. Now we are going to be summing all the angles in this obtuse scalene triangle and equate it to 180. So now let's do that so that we have Z plus 40 degrees plus 30 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Now let's make Z subject of the formula so that we have Z is equal to 180 minus 40 will go 40 minus 30. And when we subtract it, our Z will be equal to 110 degrees. And this is our answer. So our Z here is 110 degrees.